It's a beautiful day. Seems like we need more light in here. And I'm going to do the first thing, which is develop my listening skills. I'll do this for like 4 minutes. And this is so I can just rejoice and understand more the sounds that I hear. Being a better listener and a better servant is key to being a really, really good musician. And that's what I aspire to keep making progress towards and sign other students up to run with me as fast as we can towards that goal. Fifth. That was not a fifth, so I'm going to listen to it again 3 times. I'm hearing more energy in it. That's an octave. There's the fifth. It's an octave. I find it is harder. It is harder to hear octaves in the low register. And it's not just me, because one of my students told me he's having trouble with that too, just on the initial starting off. So I'm going to keep concentrating and listen for those octaves. That's definitely a fifth. Third. Morning. Hello, hello. We're tuning our ears with this. We've got Tone Deer website on, and I'm just opening my ear and my mind to analyze all the sounds I'm going to listen for today. Yes, I recommend that you really practice your listening in the morning. This channel is all about classical, beautiful music, acoustic music, Christian music, original, newly composed music, but you can't do it if you're not hearing it right. My favorite color is red, blue. I also like all the primary colors, like bright colors, so, but I do not like purple. How about you? You like red too? Crazy. Okay, I'm going to see if I can wrap this up. And one thing I listen for a lot in music is color. And so sometimes I will get the exact interval wrong because I'm thinking, oh, that sounds like such a mechanical color, and I just don't love to listen to it, but it helps me to measure it out. So help along here for another few minutes, and then we're going to hear some interesting stuff. Fifth sounds kind of like water to me. And that's got the energy of an octave. Like a whole scale is an octave. Do, re, mi, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Guessing that's short. All right. So that's okay. It's like 84%. That's enough for that right now. Then the next part of practice, usually I would practice identifying some chord progressions, but since I just got my piano tuned, I want to just play some chord progressions with a little less computerized sound. Fun. Okay. So that is just to get my ear refreshed on the difference between the dominant chord and subdominant chord and going to the relative minor. All right, there's actually a better stand for my listener out there. And I hope you subscribe because there's so much fun stuff going on at the end of June. I'm not sure what programming will happen for July, but in June we've got International Make Music Day on the 21st. It's the longest day of the year, and I'm going to have a studio class. I'm going to do a world premiere of a prelude that sounds just so beautiful. I'm getting this reed ready. I get to play for the General Assembly of the PCA conference, which every 10 years it's here in my city. And I got to get this reed ready. So here's a totally different color. And one thing in making these is you have to try it first and then adjust it. I'm pretty sure this is not going to be as well in tune as my piano. With the piano, you tune it with hammers and pliers. With this, you have to tune it by actually filing it down, getting the opening. That opening looks okay. Sounds a little like a kazoo off the instrument. It's good. It's not flat now, so I feel like I can adjust this. It's just very vibrant. It sounds a little bit more like a saxophone than a cello. The tone of the bassoon is a blend somewhat between that delicate sound of a cello and the brighter but also mellow sound of a tenor saxophone, a bari saxophone. It's never going to sound as brilliant as a trombone or a baritone. I don't think it ever sounds quite as jolly as a tuba. It can sound kind of witty and clever. What favorite instruments do you guys have? Do I have any singers, piano players, flute players? I did teach flute for a good long time. I'm so grateful for my dad being patient all these years and listening to me practice and get better. I'm sure I didn't sound great at the beginning. My favorite song. So right now, I'm reviewing my past. Every Breath You Take by the Police was my favorite song when I started my musical journey. And then now I think my favorite is Goretzky's Symphony of Sorrowful Songs, the third movement, and Sibelius. So I've gotten like a big, wider range. But there's lots of good songs out there, and once you pair up like beautiful words, beautiful melodies, they can really stick with you. What's your favorite song? I hope I know it. I think it's possible to know about 5,000 songs, like to recognize them. So that gives you a lot of time over your whole life to run away by wolf. I will have to listen to that. I remember I started busking and I found some new and old songs. I found one by Coldplay I thought was really interesting. Viva La Vida. It was like dun 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 dun. I liked kind of the theme of it and the melody. How would you categorize Aurora's music? Is it mostly singing and like, what style is it? So I make sure I get the right Aurora. I had a student telling me this amazing story about a ballet yesterday. And I thought her and her sister should play a bunch of ballet duets. Emotional, but not that much. Okay. Is it a sad song? I don't know why I think emotional has to be sad. Yeah. That's the amazing thing about music. Like you can't just put in technique. You have to put your heart into it and like kind of bring your emotions to the table and serve other people with your artistry. And you might be really wanting to sing a happy song that day, but let's say you committed to let people hear that sad song, then there you go. You got to remember what it was like to be sad. And you kind of get into character. Same way with acting. I mean, sure, actors don't always feel how they're supposed to be. But it's a wonderful art. It's what makes us human. And it's fun to have different melodies going through your head, kind of. Okay. I think if I press down on this, thank you. I think if I press down on this, it's gonna it's gonna give me more of that mellow sound that I'm looking for now. Press down. Okay, here it is. There's the pliers. What? No. I'm going to take it off that thing. Okay, it's supposed to be like 1 millimeter of opening to get just as much air in there as it needs. Okay, I think I need to work on the back of this because I hear air kind of leaking away, but it's definitely got potential. All right, thank you for tuning in as I get started with the musical day here and get ready to teach some students and stuff. I hope you guys have a very blessed day, that you hear the most wonderful music that inspires and enlivens you and makes you see how precious life is. Please subscribe and keep up with our activities as we grow. All right, bye-bye.